Primal Bond, Episode 6, Heat in the Quiet, based on The Primal Bond by Mona Lovegood. Alex had been gone for less than an hour when the dorm finally went silent. Too silent. Mara sat on the edge of the couch, staring at the door Alex had walked through like it might reopen if she focused hard enough. Damian stood near the window with his arms crossed, shoulders tight, gaze fixed on her as if he'd been waiting for the quiet to settle before speaking.
You let them walk away thinking I'm a threat,
he said, voice sharp. Mara looked up, immediately defensive.
That's not what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Damian stepped closer, heat in his tone.
They threatened to exorcise me, called me a monster, and you said nothing.
I did say something.
Not enough.
Mara's jaw tightened.
What did you want me to do? Start a shouting match? Alex was scared. I didn't want to make it worse.
Damian scoffed.
You were scared, not them.
The words hit like a slap. Mara stood, anger bubbling up over the ache already lodged in her chest.
Of course I was scared.
She snapped.
You collapsed yesterday. You shielded me from fire and got hurt. And now Alex moved out because of me. I'm trying to keep everything from falling apart.
Damian's eyes darkened. His voice dropped rougher.
And who is keeping me from falling apart?
That stopped her. For a second, Mara couldn't find the next sentence. Damian didn't look smug. He looked strained, like he'd been holding himself together with sheer stubbornness.
I didn't ask for any of this.
Mara whispered.
No,
He said, voice steady but edged.
but you summoned it. You summoned me.
That doesn't mean I know how to handle you.
Damian tilted his head, jaw tight.
Then start learning. For once, stand on my side.
Mara swallowed hard.
I have been on your side.
Not today.
Her frustration finally spilled over.
I'm doing the best I can. I didn't want Alex to be terrified. I didn't want anyone else to get hurt. I'm sorry I didn't defend your honor the way you apparently needed, but you weren't helping either.
Damian stepped closer, close enough that Mara could feel heat radiating off him in waves.
I don't care what Alex thinks of me.
He said.
I care what you think. And you looked at me like they were right.
Mara's breath caught.
I did not.
You hesitated.
I was overwhelmed.
You pulled away.
His tone softened, revealing something raw underneath the anger. The bond between them hummed like a live wire, warming the air. Mara felt it in her ribs, that tug of emotion turning into something heavier.
Why does it matter what I think?
She asked, voice trembling. Damian held her gaze for a long moment.
You know why.
Mara's pulse tripped. The dorm felt too small, too charged. Damian exhaled sharply and stepped back, dragging a hand through his hair like he was trying to pull himself out of the moment.
This is not good.
He muttered. Mara blinked.
What's not good?
Damian braced a palm against the wall as if he needed it to keep from tipping over. His breathing deepened. The warmth around him intensified, almost shimmering.
Mara,
He said, voice strained.
we're not doing this.
Doing what?
She whispered. He let out a rough sound, frustration and restraint tangled together.
The bond reacts when emotions spike. And right now it's reacting to both of us.
Mara flushed.
I'm not doing anything.
Damian looked at her like that statement was the problem.
You exist.
He snapped, then immediately softened the edge of it.
You exist. And it's enough to set everything in me on fire when you stand this close and argue with me like that.
Mara swallowed. Her anger was still there, but it was colliding with something else now, something she wasn't ready to name. Damian shook his head once as if making a decision.
No. I can't stay in this room. If I do, my control will break, and I'm not letting the bond decide what happens next.
Her voice wavered.
Damian.
I'm overheating.
He said bluntly.
That's what happens when I get pushed too close to the line.
What line?
The one you're standing on.
He said with a tight, humorless half smile. Then he turned and headed for the bathroom. But Mara was still furious, still hurt, still full of questions he kept dodging.
Oh no.
She snapped, following.
We are not finished.
Damian reached the doorway and paused.
Mara.
No.
Mara pushed in after him.
You don't get to say cryptic things and then hide in here like it solves anything.
Damian gripped the edge of the sink, shoulders tense, heat practically rolling off him.
I told you I need to cool down.
And I said we are not done talking.
He finally looked at her, eyes bright and molten.
Mara, this is not a good idea.
Too bad.
She shot back.
You started this fight. You don't get to run from it.
His breath hitched. The bond pulsed.
Mara.
He warned again, lower now. She stepped toward him anyway.
Talk to me.
Damian's jaw flexed. Then, without taking his eyes off her, he reached past her and shut the bathroom door. The click of the latch sounded far too loud in the small space. Mara stared at the closed door for half a second. Then, her temper made the decision for her. She yanked it open again and barged right back in. Damian turned toward the shower like a man trying to outrun himself. He twisted the faucet. Cold water hit, steam rose instantly, spilling into the room like fog. The tile echoed with the steady rush of water, and Mara's mind stopped working. Because through the haze, she saw him in the shower. Not in the way she'd ever been prepared to see anyone, just the outline of him, the heat of him, the impossible reality of him, steam curling around broad shoulders and the faint flicker of those markings beneath his skin. And then he turned around and the steam settled. Mara's whole brain went blank. She didn't move. She didn't speak. She just stood there, rooted to the tile, watching like she'd been spellbound by her own mistake. He smirked as he noticed her still standing there as he made it worth her while to stay. One moment, Mara was staring at steam and shock, and the next, the water shut off. The bathroom door opened, and Mara and Damian stepped out together, both of them too quiet, both of them looking like they'd just walked out of a moment neither of them wanted to name out loud. Damian's hair was damp. His voice was lower than before when he finally spoke.
Well,
he said carefully.
That was something.
Mara's face went hot all over again.
Do not say another word.
A hint of a smile tugged at Damian's mouth, but he didn't push. For once, he actually looked like he was trying to give her space instead of baiting her. He cleared his throat and gestured vaguely toward the rug corner like he was resuming normal demon roommate duties. Mara hurried past him, grabbed the most unflattering pajamas she owned like armor, and disappeared into her room. When she finally crawled into bed, her thoughts were pure chaos. Anger still smoldered, embarrassment burned. But under it all, the bond felt steadier. Like the storm had settled into a low hum instead of a lightning strike. From the corner of the room, Damian's voice came softer than usual.
Good night, little witch.
Mara stared at the ceiling, heat in her cheeks and questions in her chest. She should have felt guilty, or furious, or terrified. Instead, she felt something worse, curious, and that terrified her more than the fire ever did. If you want the full, unfiltered version of what happens in that bathroom, you'll find it in the book,